Welcome back to another Inspirio tutorial. This is part 2 of a 2-part tutorial on the incredible capabilities of Chat GPT to create stunning PowerPoint presentations in just minutes. In this part 2 tutorial, we'll focus on using Visual Basic application to create a PowerPoint presentation. Now let's look at another way you can use Chat GPT4 to design our presentations. Microsoft uses a program language called VBA or Visual Basic Applications. One great way to use Chat GPT4 is to create code. It might surprise you, but one of the biggest uses of AI is coding, like creating code for websites and Excel spreadsheets. Let's put AI to the test and have it not only create our presentation using Visual Basic, but give us an ideal text and photo recommendations. Now, our information for the prompt comes from our Part 1 tutorial where we had ChatGPT4 create an outline for our PowerPoint presentation. Let's put in our previous ChatGPT4 conversation from Part 1 and put it into the following prompt. This prompt is quite long, so we're just going to read the first part of the prompt. Please create a Visual Basic code for the PowerPoint presentation for a 3-day trip to the Florida Keys based on our corrected outline below. Include the following in the code. Number 1, slide creation. Create a new slide for each day with the specific titles, subtitles as per the outline. Text styling. Apply recommended text styles, colors, and sizes for each title, subtitle, and body text on the slides. 3. Image placement. Insert relevant images of each slide, positioning them on prior suggestions. Number 4. Speaker notes. Include speaker notes for each slide with 3 to 5 paragraphs that are upbeat and informative. Then I've included the corrected outline for the Florida Keys adventure. ChatGPT has now finished creating our VBA. It was really quick. Now ChatGPT4 has done several things to help us with this project. At the bottom of our code on ChatGPT, if we scroll down, we'll see notes on usage. Number 1, it says image path. Update image file path with the actual path of the images for each slide. So this wants us to actually, in the Visual Basic, wherever it says image path, it wants us to put in the path to that photo. The next item is text style and positioning. And in this one, AI is doing all the work. On speaker notes, once again, it's asking us to replace the speaker notes in the Visual Basic on each item. Now let's be frank. The time we spend copying AI pictures and paths and putting the speaker notes into Visual Basic code, even if I was good at Visual Basic, which I'm not, it would take me less time to do the whole process manually. So let's change and redo our prompt. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a lot of the things in manually because it would take less time. So now our prompt says, please create a Visual Basic code for PowerPoint presentation for the 3-day trip to the Florida Keys based on our corrected outline below. We're not going to read all the outline, but let's take a look at slide number 1. Number 1, slide creation. Create a new slide for each day with specific titles and subtitles as per our outline. Number 2, text styling. Apply the text styles, colors, sizes, and so forth. Speaker notes. Include speaker notes for each slide with 3 to 5 paragraphs that are upbeat and informative. Now, I'm not sure it's going to do that because on our last request for it to do that, it wanted us to put those in to the code manually. But we'll give it a try. Let's go ahead and click on that and let it kick out the code. Now notice first off it gives us the instructions, by the way, on how to use the code in PowerPoint, which is really handy. It actually kind of uses a different way than what we're going to do, but we'll try this way and we'll try the other way. Okay, now it comes down at the bottom and it says code explanation. Slide creation. Each slide was created with the title and subtitle arrays. Text styling, it did that. Detailed speaker notes are provided for each slide, capturing an upbeat, informative tone. So it's saying that it did do the speaker notes this time for each slide. Okay, let's open up a new PowerPoint presentation. Here's our new presentation, but let's move back over to Chat GPT for a second. Now, Chat GPT at the top of our code gives us instructions on how to use the VBA code. So right here, we have our instructions. It says, open PowerPoint, press Alt F11. So these are shortcuts it's giving us on how to run this program. So let's move back over to our PowerPoint presentation. And the first thing the code told us was to open our PowerPoint, then press Alt F11, Alt F11, and that opens up our Microsoft Visual Basic applications. Then it says to go up to Insert and insert a new module. Now we have our module. Okay, we want to copy our code, come over here and simply do Control V or paste, and now our code has been placed into the application. It also gave us a shortcut for running the code, and that shortcut is F5. F5. So we're going to hit that, and here we are. We now have our presentation. Let's go down here and open up all the slides. So here's what all our slides look like. Now let's run the code not using shortcuts. Move to the Developer tab. Click on that. If you do not see the Developer tab, right-click on the ribbon and go to Custom Ribbon. Over here on the right, you'll see Developer. If that's not checked, check that box and the Developer tab will appear. Now we move over to Visual Basic. Open that. And that opened up. Because we already pasted in our VBA code, it still shows the previous code. So we don't have to paste it. If this was not showing, let's click it off. All we have to do is go back and do Insert Module, and now we have a new module we'll place in our code. Now to run the code, all we have to do is go up and hit the Run Code. And now our presentation has been created. Now this looks pretty plain, but ChatGPT did change our font. It put in a font, it used Arial, and it went to a dark gray color. It did put in our notes. We can see down here our notes. So it did do everything that it was supposed to have done. But realize that having plain slides at this point is not a big deal. Why? Because we will use PowerPoint's Designer AI feature to make our slides look nice. For example, we're on slide 2 right now, Introduction to Florida Keys. Let's bring in a picture. So we're going to go up here and we're going to do Insert, Picture, from this device. And I have brought in all these pictures that AI had created for us earlier. Now it brings these in as a WEBP file format. PowerPoint cannot take that, so you have to bring it into like Photoshop or some other program and convert it over to a JPEG. Once it's in a JPEG, then we can insert it. Now, all we have to do is go to Designer. So I found out a layout that I liked for the slide. It puts each one of the pictures into a frame and our information on the right hand side. And when I selected it, it automatically changed our text and changed it to white and changed it to a different format, bookmark I think it is. So if we go up here to Design, over to the right to Designer, this is the AI feature they'll create using AI different slides. And so this is the one I came up with, is right here. So if we want to see what all of our slides look like, we just, come down here. And here's all of our slides. So we have day 1, day 2, and it's put in all the AI photos that ChatGPT created. Thanks for joining me on this journey to create a stunning PowerPoint presentation in just minutes using Chat GPT. If you want to learn more tips and tricks on how to use Chat GPT to create PowerPoint presentations, check out our Part 1 video.